So this is so exciting. Our baby rabbit, or our mama rabbit, has babies. I walked by here and I could see that the fur was moving and she was not inside of the basket. And so my husband just pulled up, perfect timing, so he can get the cage a little closer to us so we can count and see how many babies are in there and see if any are not alive and just keep an eye on them. So exciting.
Because you keep talking about some cage.
Well, I meant the thing. Well, it does say cage on it.
Oh, dude. I'm gonna crumble in.
I see a pink one.
Yeah, there was. Yeah, so pull them out and see how many's in there.
They all in the back?
You don't see them moving?
I just see the fur is moving and the smells are kind of weird in here. Ooh, look at those pink.
So there's one. Gotta count them and make sure they're alive.
Mama coming over here. She's like, bro, what you doing with my babies, bro? Look at his mama.
Can I pick them up?
So put them all in a pile so we know how many she had.
Put them in a pile.
Yeah, so that you could put them back in the bag. There's one.
Yeah, one here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Two. Oh, okay.
Oh, it's messy.
It's crawling. And we got 3 and 4 right here.
Oh wow, there's like a mismatch one. There's a black one.
Wow.
Oh, there's like 5 right there.
Cake, you can't touch me when I'm up here.
It's like 6. So how many babies you counted?
I counted 10 babies.
Whoa. So I think last time they said she had what, 9?
Was it 9 or 11?
No, I think it was 9.
Oh, because that was these babies, right?
Yeah, that was these babies.
Because only one of these died. Huh?
Yes.
Well, look at these suckers growing.
So 10 babies.
2 died.
2 died? Oh, okay.
2 died.
Yes.
I don't remember, but how many's in there right now?
Ain't nothing but
Is there 7 in there?
babies. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah.
Yeah, so 2 died. So now she had 10 babies. A calico dropped. So 10.
Why are you laughing so hard?
10 babies. So it's actually the next day. I'm coming out to the garage to show you all of the baby chicks that we have had hatch. We mixed the chicks that we had hatch last week with the chicks that we started to hatch this week. They started hatching, I think, yesterday and today. So this one right here is one that hatched either yesterday, I'm guessing, compared to like that meat American breast one that hatched last week. And you can kind of see the difference. There's bigger black ones compared to this smaller black one. But all of these are our chickens, and it's so exciting. What I mean is all of them are our chickens from our egg layers that we hatched. The first time we only put 14 of ours, and we had 13 out of 14 hatch. And then this time we put in 30, and so far we're at like 21 that's hatched, or no, 19 that's hatched. And 2 more are in there hatching right now, because I saw that they had holes in their eggs and I heard the little peeps. So far up to 21. But we're only on day 20. They say it takes 21 days to incubate eggs, but mine have started hatching at 19 for both rounds. So this is just my second time, but we're gonna have, we're up to more than 30 of my own egg layers that have hatched. But I just wanted to show you that we're about to go outside because I want to start planting tomatoes. Oh yeah, another update. So a couple people have sent me news articles that were talking about that apparently the county I live in and 2 other counties, I live in Colleton County, and 2 other counties are being swarmed with these caterpillars. They're tent caterpillars, they said, from forests, and they said that it should not affect us next year, which was really good to hear. They said that if they haven't already started going away, that they should be going away pretty soon. And then they said they're harmless, which that's a lie. They're not harmless. They definitely ate my roses up, but it was good to hear that it's not just my farm, and that it should be going away soon, and that, you know, there's an actual epidemic going on with these tent caterpillars, because I was feeling very discouraged by the amount of caterpillars that were here, and I was just thinking, are they going to be like back every year? And so to know that they're saying they're not expecting them to be like this every year was definitely very good for me to hear. Well, while I'm in the hoop house, I'm gonna go ahead and plant this tomato that what is this? A Brandywine Black, in this area in this area right here that I haven't, I heard my dog bark. I was trying to see what it was. I had been not planting it because the ants are really bad, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and get it planted now, because as you can see, the roots are growing out the bottom, and so it was just basically planting itself in place, not where I wanted it. So okay. I want to go inside and look at my note for where I want these squash and cucumbers to go, because this is the trombonzino squash, and I know that this is going on a trellis in the garden, but you see how big it is, and it's like way too big for this little container, as well as the squash right here. So I think instead of planting some tomatoes, I'm gonna go ahead and get these in some spots in the garden, especially these bigger ones, because it's just way too big for this container. Let's see. Yeah, the roots are... Let's get this to the garden. Like, I know that they say these caterpillars are harmless and all this, but it's like... I have not wanted to come into the garden because they've been all over the handle. Ugh. Okay, I went and found my garden planner where I put where I was planting everything. So I wanted 2 trombonzinos and 2 cucuzi. I don't even know. I know I see 3 trombonzinos. Actually, my cucuzis haven't even... Ooh! What are you doing? I was just looking in, and my cucuzis haven't even germinated, so... Huh? Get the caterpillar off me! Ugh, disgusting. So... Get it, Nia! Stop! Why am I outside? Oh my goodness, they're starting to shake their head. They're starting to shake their head at me.
Look, it's like, no.
Look.
No.
Ah!
Look, they did it at the same time.
They do it when you, I think they say it's when you make loud noises. So I just went ahead and pulled out this cucuzi. Yeah, hold it. Hold it like that. Yeah. And we're gonna bring... This is not cucuzi, this is the trombonzino.
What is that? A trombonzino?
A squash. A vining squash. So we're gonna bring these and plant these first. So this is the first trellis, or I guess it would be the last trellis. before you get to the wood sides raised beds. And I'm gonna plant 2 squash per trellis. So the 2 tromponzinos is gonna be on this side, and then the 2 cucuzzis will be on the other side. So the girls are planting the determinate tomatoes right here on this trellis. So you can see how they're like yellowing and looking like they're gonna die, but so did this one when I first planted it here. This one has been planted probably more than a week now, and you can see that it's starting to definitely green up with new growth. Oh wow, little flower. So I have no doubt that these are going to come back. It's just they've been in the pots without nutrients. So finally getting those planted. I was looking over here because this is the original bed that I wanted to plant squash in, but as you can see, we haven't cleaned it up yet. So now it has me wondering if I need to plant my squash in another bed. Those are my summer squash, so they're not like zucchinis, but they're ready to go, and my bed's not ready to go. So this tray right here is all dwarf tomatoes, and so I'm gonna have Nehemiah plant them. These are the beds I'm planting in the Forever Garden beds that go along the fence. Most of them are 8 feet, so we're gonna plant 8 of them if they're the 8 feet beds. And these are not getting bigger than 2. The ones I picked were 2 feet, 2.5 feet, or 3 feet.
I see you.
So.
This one has a flower.
Oh yeah, it already has flower. Oh yeah. So this already has some flowers growing on it. Oh, this is a micro tom. Actually, this is going in the Greenstalk. So that's actually going in the Greenstalk. Is there another one of that?
Yeah, and there's a flower like this.
Yeah.
This is a micro tom.
Yeah. So the micro toms are shorter. I think they're only 12 inches. So these are actually going in the Greenstalk. But the rest of them should be going in the Forever Garden beds. A lot of people ask who's new. Forever Garden beds, I am in partnership with them, so I will always have a link in the description box for a discount code for their beds. I did spray paint them, except for there is one right there that's the original color that it comes, which is ivory. And then you can get, there is a gray one and a green one, but that I did get, that I didn't spray paint, but for the most part all the colorful ones I spray painted. So like I said, these beds are 2 by 8 feet. I did not plant any of these things in here, so we won't be, if they're in the way, they're gonna move, but we're gonna plant 8 of them. So Nehemiah, you're gonna plant 8 of them in this bed and 8 of them in the next bed. I just gave the goats the plants that were in there. We have Winter, the electric fence with the chickens, because she's been being bad and scratching in my garden. So the actual like miniature tomatoes that are really tiny, that's only like what, 12 to 18 inches, I've been planting in my Greenstalk. So my girls are with all the caterpillars. They went to go get more spray, but they're planting like the Tom Thumb, Red Robin, the Micro Tom, Geranium Kiss, Orange Hat. So all of these are gonna have tomatoes in it. I had wanted to plant tomatoes and dwarf peppers in here, but my dwarf peppers did not germinate. That was the seed packet of the It was called Cottageville. It didn't germinate, and I don't know. I'm gonna try it again. Those are the seeds that did get wet, and then I tried to use them, and I didn't order more seeds for them, so it's kind of like changing my plan. I have these nasturtiums sitting right here, so once they get these tomatoes planted in the ground, I am going to add some nasturtiums in there. But now I'm also wondering if I should go ahead and try to sprout some the Cottageville in the house, like on napkins, like a damp napkin, and put it on like a heat mat and see if they germinate that way. And if they do, then try to germinate some peppers, because that will suck if I just only have tomatoes and this Greenstalk. I can put these nasturtiums, and that would still be pretty, but I was looking forward to having tomatoes and peppers in there. So there's a green nasturtium, a jewel, which is color Tom Thumb. Tom Thumb is, I think it's going to be tiny, black velvet, and then the Alaska mix. So I'm definitely going to do this Tom Thumb. We did it. I had some dwarf marigolds that was about to open inside of one of the trays, so I bought 3, no, I think I bought 4 of them out, but I only planted 3 on the Greenstalks. I didn't plant the last 3 holes in here because I'm hoping I could get some peppers down there, but they're filled with tomatoes, nasturtiums, marigolds, and then hopefully peppers. And then this one, I went ahead and put some nasturtiums in some empty spots, and then that lone marigold. So that one's completely planted with herbs and strawberries. We have some chives and some lettuce. Once some holes here, I might replant that whole row of lettuce, but this is so exciting. We just sprayed some more spray on these caterpillars. They're all up there. I still have this tray of nasturtiums, and not sure where I want to plant them. I just decided, so I'm going to actually plant the nasturtiums here in between these dwarf tomatoes, but I'm going to actually put them a little in the front of them. I think that would look really pretty, having nasturtiums and tomatoes here. I've been thinking about it, and once we actually get rid of all of these caterpillars or they go away, I'm thinking about putting the Greenstalks actually inside of the like all 4 of them that I have inside of the cattle panel hoop house, because, well, my dog pees on the bottom layer of one, and if the goats ever got free, they would eat whatever's on there. And with the ones inside the orchard area, my plan was to put strawberries in there, and that didn't really work out because of the ducks. They pulled out a bunch of strawberries, and they basically dig a lot. I got them for basically, I watched a documentary where it said that ducks in orchards do really good because they eat bugs off the trees as high as they can reach, but they're not so kind to baby fruit trees. And so some of my new bare root ones and like the bare root strawberries, they're not so kind to. But I think it'll be fine once the trees get a little more established. So that was my plan there, but I'm thinking about moving the Greenstalks out of there so that they could have a chance and I could actually plant the whole Greenstalk and not worry about the ducks, you know, eating the whole bottom layer or pulling the plants out. It has actually cooled off beautifully. I just watered that bed. I am getting ready to go inside and we're gonna eat lunch. But I'm very excited with the progress that we got with planting all of the dwarf tomatoes, the determinate tomatoes, the nasturtiums. Ooh, a variegated nasturtium. Look at this, guys. Like, that's gorgeous.